Yo, chat. How are we doing? How are we doing? Hold on. Okay. Good news, bad news, and I need your help. Okay? So, it's going to be a kind of a crazy different night, okay? Actually, we kind of have a problem here. Chat. Okay, we continue on. Hopefully the camera works here. Let me see. Boom! Okay, we're good. We're chilling. Chat, we're chilling. Okay, so, a few things. Hold on, first of all. So I was too busy building my PC last night that I actually didn't get my Legends hits in. And because of that, we dropped out of Legends. And because of that, I pushed back into Legends. And because of that, we only have 2 attacks today. No, I'm not worried about like losing positions or anything like that. I'm just we don't got much tonight. And then you add on top of like the fact we don't have a CWL match, the fact it's not the weekend, the fact that there's no events going on. I don't really know what is all going to be tonight. Might be more of like a maintenance kind of night, if I'm completely honest with you. Maybe we could chat. What about this? Hear me out. I don't know if we should do this though. So okay. Question. I was gonna say, what if we did our attacks at the beginning of the day, and during this entire season, we do our attacks off rip. You know what I'm saying? Dude, free base review night? Honestly, maybe, bro. Maybe. Cause like, yeah, I don't really know what to do, to be honest with you. I was gonna do some account maintenance, but I don't know if we fully need to do that. We spinning in Alt Clan. Are you asking when we are? I could probably start doing that now, I guess. Are we all set in the second clan here? Dude, where's my... There it is. I guess no one can. Want to do a base review? Honestly, maybe we'll just do base reviews tonight. Low key. Because I don't, I don't really know what to do.
Thanks for letting me attack your bases, brother.
I got you, Caden. Dude, okay, yo, chat. I was sitting in Discord earlier, just chilling. I think I might start doing that more. It's kind of fun. Are we Gucci? Hold on. So let's make sure everyone is set here. Okay, we have everyone. We're missing someone. Oh, Bridgie, right? But that's fine, because then I can... Okay, so I'll put everyone in here. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, cool. Only fun was because I was there. Nah, dude, I don't know. I gotta start doing that more. I know Joker knows, and I know like I know some people know that I sit in a different Discord quite often. Dude, I gotta start just sitting in my own Discord, I feel like, low-key. What's the title about? I got an announcement. So a little plan, but I need your guys' help here. But I do want to say, because you guys are both here, Chess Guitar and Joker, I want to give a special thank you to you guys specifically for helping me build my PC. I was debating on building it on stream and not building it on stream and figuring out what to do. Joker was saying that, or not Joker, sorry. Chess was saying that it could be a huge problem, or it could take a while because it's my first build. And realistically, we got done in like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Except for the troubleshooting. We built it. We built it in record time. Maybe not record time, but we built it pretty quickly. However, we ran into issues. And those issues took like 5 to 6 hours. So, it's probably a good thing I didn't do it on stream, because it probably would have been really, really rough. But I just want to give a special thanks to those guys for helping me out. Can you max all walls? No, you can. You can now. Which, I do have some resources. Might as well put those down. So I guess we'll do my Legends hits here, and then I think we'll just, I think we'll just do, base reviews all night, yeah? Penguini has spent 0 seconds watching Hippus LC. I knew it. What? Is Stream Elements broken? Dude, when is Stream Elements actually not broken? That's the real question. That's the real question, chat. When is it working? Yo, but that being said, though, hold up. Also, can we get a shout out for Penguini? That being said here, yo, I'm going to welcome everyone in here. Who do we got? We got Saucy getting first. Welcome in, Saucy. Caps B getting second. And Davy Jones getting third. And we got the daily check-ins here. We got Jack Run 16, welcome in. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Penguini. Welcome in, my dude. Corrupt Goat, welcome in. Tom B, welcome in. We got Caps B, welcome in. Zanchi, welcome in. Miss Nikki, welcome in. DeBrickashaw, welcome in. Davy Jones Locker, welcome in. Keegan, welcome in. Snake, welcome in. Yuya, welcome in. Chronix, welcome in. Staglord, welcome in. Chess Guitar, welcome in. And we got Joker, welcome in. Yo, guys, new season here. How we feeling about it? I wasn't live last night, and I think realistically, I feel like I haven't been live the switch over for the last several times. I feel like I got to start making it a point to stream when the season resets. Yeah, Chess is feeling it. Dude, Delta Force is crazy, bro. How many accounts do you have? I have 55. You think it's worth it? Hold on. Uno momento, por favor. You think it's worth it to try and max as much as I can at Tunnel 16 before going to Tunnel 17? My end goal is maxed. Like, overall max, like, max Tunnel 17, like, being completely maxed out in the game, I'm assuming you're talking about. Is it worth it? Not really. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't really think it's worth it to max out everything at any given town hall. What?
Keegan2TT gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Keegan wanted the top spot, didn't he? Dude, new month. Keegan's coming up here. He's like, yeah, give me that title. Yo, I'll take that real quick. Yo, Keegan, you absolute beast. Keegan2TT. And 5 gifted is what, 25 bucks? I feel like I don't know if that's, you know, we're just gonna go with the $5 per sub type stuff here, okay? Yo, Keegan, brother, starting us off nice. W first of the month. It's the first of the month. I brush my teeth and get lunch.
Tom Brady 2323 just shared 100 bits.
Dude, Tom coming in. That's not a choo-choo, is it? Oh, I think he's just prepping a choo-choo. Someone comes in with another 100 bits or a gifted sub. Choo-choo is on the horizon there. Yo, CR coming in with the 5 hearts. 55 accounts is crazy. It is kind of insane, I won't lie. You know what's even crazier? I ain't done building them. I ain't done building the accounts. I'll probably do more at some point. Lurk for things. Yo, Cell. Can we get a shout out for Cell? Cell, I appreciate you. You can run a whole clan for yourself. Not only can I, but I do. I run a clan for CWL for all of my accounts. It is a 30v30, which I need to do later tonight. And I think I want to do it significantly later tonight. So,
Get my base please, I fright in clan chat.
I think, are we doing base reviews tonight, chat? Should we do base reviews tonight? Type me in chat if you want a free base review tonight. I'm curious. I'm curious the level that we're at here. Me? Okay. Okay. Looks like we might do that. Delta Force instead. Dude, Joker is feeling it, bro. Oh, by the way, kind of speaking of that, because I did build the PC and it actually...
Can I have a review for the Galaxy I sent last time I was here?
Ike, I'm down to, but here's the problem, Ike. Here's the problem. In the Discord, I saw you typing about the Town Hall 13 base. So you can either get a base review or you can get a base built. Which one would you rather prefer? You pushing the season? Oh, dude, I'm so pushing. Not only am I pushing Noah, dude, I'm locking in. I have a new attack. It's got some new sauce to it. I'm feeling it. It's going to be great. New showcase base. All right, okay, so here's the game plan for tonight, chat. We have 2 Legends attacks to do, which sucks. I wish there was more. We're going to do those, and then we'll do base reviews for the rest of the night. Then, and at some point, I have an announcement to make as well, and I need your guys' help for that. Because it's not only an announcement, but I need input as well. Guys, this might be a mistake, but I'm asking for your opinion. I'm looking at you, TikTok. I'm looking at you, TikTok. Dude, is this the one you ended up going with? By the way, okay. Hold on. We gotta make this a TikTok real quick here. If you're looking for a show base, this is the style that you want, right? It connects with his name. It's easily readable. Not gonna lie, probably wouldn't choose this background just because of the logo in the middle, kind of. But chess, and then it's a guitar. You know, it combines. It's stylistic. It's easily readable. It connects with his name. It's unique. That's what you want with a show base. That's what you want. That's what you want right there. That's purdy. For anyone, like, low-key, I would say the progression of a show base is not having one, maybe literally just slapping your name down as just, like, whatever, and then getting one that's, like, stylistic, one that's, like, whatever. Once you get to this point, you really don't need another one. 10 out of 10 right there. W. Dude, getting the chess scenery, whoa. That would be some meta stuff right there, Penguini. That would actually be some... Dude, if you get the chess scenery on chess guitar, yo. Crazy. That's some next level stuff. I was thinking... Oh, hold on. I am thinking about quitting Clash of Clans. I'm at Tunnel 17, and I feel like a second job. And it feels like a second job. Just like, what, progressing? I mean, yo, dude, if that's how you're feeling, I mean, there's not really much you can change about that. I would recommend, if you haven't made an alt account, I do find specifically starting a new account, especially the very, very early town halls, to feel almost, and maybe this is too much glaze here, but it almost feels therapeutic. Dude, it feels like I go back to my childhood of, like, I don't know, unlocking dragons for the first time. Getting to Town Hall 7 where I get a hero, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know if anyone else has felt that. I don't know if I'm just talking up my booty right here, but I do that. It's probably why I have so many accounts. I really like being lower. All right, so let's start off with my Legends hits. There's only 2 of them. Shouldn't take too long, and then we'll go into
Then we'll rather have a review than a new base.
We'll go into it. I'd rather have a review. Okay, we can do that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a 1-minute prediction chat. For the people on Twitch, 1 minute. What will the next 2 attacks be? Okay. 1 minute. Get your predictions in. There's no time to think. Just get them in. Just get them in, chat. It's early season. It's low legends, but it can literally be anything. You guys are basically straight up going in blind. Why do you only have 2 attacks? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. Why I only have 2 attacks in Legend League is because I got reset out of Legends, and then I went back into Legends. And typically, when the first day when you go back into Legends, you sign up, it matches you with other people that are signing up at that time. And it really depends on how many people are signing up within that hour. So apparently only 2 people signed up during that hour. I think that's how that works. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, they're unfortunately, it's typically a lot lower. Then once you're in Legend League, you'll always get your 8 attacks, 8 defenses. Think they will merge the Monolith with Town Hall 18? Nah. I could be wrong. I think that would be way too crazy. I'm assuming you mean the merging the Monolith with the Town Hall. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that would be rough. Please sell 1 hit. I know. Dude, I'm locked in, bro. If you guys predicted I would fail an attack, you guys are wrong, bro. Dude, I am dialed in. I'm locked in, okay? Here we go. Buddy's about to gift stuff to distract me. Dude, I'm locked in here. Joker right there, just hope you disconnect. That's crazy. All right, we just got to get through these next 2 attacks here, and then we'll do base reviews the entire night. For free. For free. Whoa. Whoa! What is Joker doing to my RC here? I know he's up to something. Here. Alright, now I'm going to hit both of these invises. Oh, never mind. Apparently that one is not close enough, I guess. Dude, some Green Day? Is this on my playlist, or did someone request this? I just gotta say, thank gosh, I have my hero boost. I don't know what I would have done without it. He almost sold. I didn't almost sell, bro. Alright, alright. Dude, I could have... Bro, I probably could have attacked this with my eyes closed. Would have time failed for sure. Low key, it's kind of close. What's up, city kid? Just bought the chess scenery, dude. It's all coming together now. You know what? Let's just get rid of it. Let's get done with the first attack. Oh, you know what? Second attack here. Here we go. Oh. Oh. So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Why do I feel like I just heard someone go, wrong. Wrong entry. You're gonna fail now. Wrong. Bad start. Gotta get rid of the ice golems, chat. That's important. That's important. If you know, you know. Dude, okay, let's stop leaving stuff behind, RC, though, please. Okay. Huge value right there. Chat, I don't think you guys realize, though. Some untrained people wouldn't be able to tell how absolutely massive that value was right there. Like, some noobs, chat, would be like, whoa, that's terrible value with the... Nah, you guys don't realize. You don't understand. Alright. I don't have the minion prince in. Dude, holy. Tons of check-ins here. Wait, hold on. What just happened? I looked away. What happened? Huh? Wait, chat. Huh? What happened? Chat, I looked away. What happened? Nah, chat, no. I can't fail first day. What happened? Yo, I don't know about this one. Yo, hold on, though. Yo, chat, what happened? I looked away. Hold on. Yo, what? Hold on, hold on. Before I watch this here, am I not mistaken? I looked away. I just used the minion prince ability on the last remaining defenses. I could have sworn I had like 5 to 7 dragons still alive. And there was like nothing left of the base. Am I like the native? Bro, Am I tripping here? Hold on. Am I crazy? Maybe the arrow. Maybe it was the arrow. Dude, this Rage Tower compartment just like cooked? It just cooked? The Rage Inferno just absolutely cooked. Oh my lordy, bruh. Chat, mark my words. Only failed this season. All right, that one right there. No more fails. Chat, I want this clipped, and I want this shown at the end of the season after I go perfect literally every day. Okay. All right. All right. We ain't failing going forward here. Only fail this season. All right. Dude, how do you only have 2 attacks today? I dropped out of Legends and went back into Legends. I sense a crash out later this week. No, Chad. No fails. Literally 0. All right, Chad. Let's do some base reviews. How are we doing base reviews? Should we just do 1 and 1? Actually, Ike did. Okay, we'll do Ike's first. We'll start off Ike, and then we'll just flip flop in between. All right. Ooh. I mean, all right. Okay. As a general concept here, I am not a fan of having your key defenses very close to each other, because if somehow, some way, you can get a super archer in the center here, this base is pretty much gone. You do like a little archer queen arrow, right? Then you go in with like the blimp with like a lava hound or something. You drop in there, gut the base. It's cooked. It's cooked. All you had to do is invest the queen, which, I mean, she doesn't do anything anyways. A lava hound and your clan castle and all of your spells. But you can probably gut the middle of this base pretty crazily. Super wizards would also be, yeah, a good option here. Let's be real, Tunnel 13 is impossible to defend. It's too easy. Any Town Hall is impossible to defend. But there are things that you can do to make it less of a problem. The only thing is, though, I will say Tunnel 13 does have some issues with it. Hold on. Town Hall 13 does have some issues with the Town Hall itself, because I feel like you either have to defend against Super Archer, or you get sauced by RC electric boots type stuff, you know? And I feel like both of those are very, very strong at 10L13. I don't think you can defend against both of them, really. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's one or the other kind of thing, and that they're both kind of strong in my opinion. What do you guys think? Agree or disagree? That being said, I don't know what. Unfortunately, actually, I don't know which ones are worse. Your upgrades seem newer to Tunnel 13. I don't like the arrow value on this base, and again, I don't like the defenses being so close to each other. But it might not be that bad against RC Dive. You know what? If this was fully maxed out, I'd probably give it like a 9. Even though Super Archer could do quite a bit of damage, I'd probably give this like a 6.5 to 7 right now. You have a lot of upgrades to still do. Maybe a 7. Thank you, Keegan. So true. So true. Yo, chat, if you guys are getting a gold pass, make sure to use code HIPPASLC.
Hip, give me those digits, cutie pie.
7, 3, 9, 12. Alrighty. Twitch, who wants a base review on Twitch? Who's getting a base review? Who wants it? Every town hall is easy after failing at Town Hall 17. Yo, I got set up. Alright. I redeemed a Diceman, did you? Okay. He's going for 7, chat. If you guys don't know this game, on Twitch, what you can do is you can redeem a dice roll, and if you hit the number that you predict, you win a prize. This prize, gold pass. For the gold pass win, we're looking for the number 7. Here we go. That's a little tough. It's a little tough right there. Yo, I just maxed out my Crusher border. What's next crafted defense I should upgrade, and what do you take into account when upgrading one? I'd probably do the Hook Tower. I'm not going to lie. What I take into effect or an account, I don't know if I really do anything. Like, are you talking like what I specifically focus on with the upgrades, or what? What's my creator code? Same username. All right. I think 42024/7 is the person that put their code in first. Yo, chat, what if I did the thing that other creators do, where I just have people add me, and then I just go through their things? Should we do that instead? Should we do that instead? What do we think? Yes, no? Yes, no? Okay. I'm going to say that this base unfortunately falls into the same issues the last one did. Do you have your clan castle? Do you have a hole in your base? Buddy put a hole next to the town hall. And don't give me any of, it's baited. Get out of here with that, bro. Dude, one sneaky goblin to bait out.
I can
7 more to
code
take
in the
down.
TikTok chat every 10 seconds.
That's up to you. I mean, I could put a title thing there to add me. But what if I already have you added? That is a tough question, actually, Penguini. That is a tough one. But if I already have it added... Okay. What if you did... What if you did an alt account and then just tell me to go through the clan to find a different account? Maybe? Upgrades are phenomenal on this base. I think the design is pretty rough. I do think arrow value is pretty easy to get on either or side. I think both of these ways here kind of easy to get for arrow value. I do think a Sarch into the core here is absolutely gutting this base. Not a huge fan of the town hall, or not the town hall, the clan castle being easily lurable, where clan castle troops can just, be taken out, dealt with, whatever. And the hole on your base is a big, big problem. So for those reasons, I'm going to give this probably a 6 out of 10. Your upgrades are phenomenal. The design isn't the worst, but I think anyone that if you put this in a war scenario, I think this is getting tripled just purely because of the hole. All right, chat. Let's try this system here, okay? Whoa. Okay. So I got to put my code on both chats, right? Is that how we're doing that? Hold on. Add.
Us your alt account.
Text. Base code. Okay. For base review, add, and we'll do that looks disgusting. Chat, this is not gonna be the prettiest thing. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be kind of rough. Hold on. Let me sauce it up a little bit. Let me dress it up a little bit. Let me get the Clash font. Let me get the outline. Let me boost the outline here. Okay, that looks terrible. That looks really bad. Let me change the color here. Let's go black. Okay, that looks pretty bad too. Let me go blue. Okay. And now for TikTok here, I got to add the same text file. Base code, add, whoa. Maybe? Yeah? Okay. All right, and we'll just start from the bottom, right? Start from the bottom, just click. And we're gonna kind of, you know what? I think we just speed through some of these, okay? We'll speed through some, maybe take a small break in between here, do a little something, come back, bang, Double invis, pretty sneaky. I like this new adaptation of the one base design that has this right here, the centralized invis, then they have the one invis really close to the outside. That being said, I feel like you need a little bit of a distance. I feel like you need more of a distance between the next defense and this thing here. Because I'd be a little bit worried that an RC would go in, trigger it, and then I feel like don't get me wrong, mortars are whatever, but I feel like, let's say Obviously, okay, hold on. It'd probably go this way instead. That's going to waste some time, but this thing is tanky, right? I feel like she could easily then just circle back. Does that make sense? And I feel like it wouldn't be that difficult. I mean, there could be hidden Teslas that could definitely throw in a wrench into that kind of thing. I'd hope you have some hidden Teslas to kind of like mess with some pathing and whatnot. But I'd be a little bit worried about how close they are and her circling back. Because if she circles back, I think this base is kind of like broken. So it really depends on the traps. Personally, I would move those compartments a little bit, but I like the idea. I like the sauce a little bit. I like the sauce. I'm gonna give this. I'll give this an 8.5 currently, just because I do feel like the RC could again very easily circle back, and I think that kind of ruins the base. But I think if you fix that issue, I think this could be a 9.5. Great upgrades, all supercharged, and I do think it's based off of a competitive base design that does do pretty solid. And dude, double invis bases struggle a lot of people. So okay, then I close out of this and I start from the bottom again. Is that how that works? Hippus, I hope you're having a lot of fun with the... Oh, did I just accept someone as a friend? Oh man, I might have did that wrong. Oh, Wiggles, you're on my friends list now. Mr. Wiggles, he's a new member. He's a new member to my friends list now. I hope you're having a lot of fun with the game. When you're having the most fun is when you make the absolute best content. Are you saying like okay, I think I know what you're saying, and I appreciate the compliment. I think I talked about this before. I think I talked about this last stream. I am really feeling Clash again. I think I was on a lower point. Obviously, I don't think I ever like get bored or get burnt of the game, but I think I was on a lower point with Clash, and I don't know what hit, but like a flip was switched. A switch was flipped. A switch was... Something was turned on. Something... I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying that. Yo, okay. I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game. That's all I was trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm enjoying the game again. Yo. I think I said that a little bit with too much confidence right there. You know what I was trying to say. A few things on this base here. Love this. I love the single Inferno. I love that it's anti-queen. I love that it's covering the town hall. Clan Castle, very centralized. Super, super nice. Pretty good single Infernos, too, if I don't say... This makes it anti-queen from the Eagle artillery. I think this is a misplaced wall. Definitely, please fix that. Kind of hurts me a little bit that these walls are kind of, I feel like, for the most part, useless. But I almost wonder if it... Chat. This wouldn't tank a super wall breaker, right? Would it? Is it long enough where it would break the super wall breaker? I won't lie. This is a pretty good Town Hall 12. I think the spacing is probably decent enough where you would probably not want to run triple single. I would recommend probably 2 multi-infernos and then keep this as a single inferno. I really like the single inferno quite a bit. I think these being multi-infernos could be a lot better in my opinion. That also being said, I'm not a huge fan of the Warden being basically exiled out here on the outside. I know he's not like too far, but I would also recommend a Minion Prince. I think a Minion Prince on defense would be significantly better than either the King or the Grand Warden. I'd personally recommend removing the Grand Warden. That's my opinion. That base, though, I think could be close to a 10 out of 10. I need multi-Infernos to defend against witch attacks because I'd be a little bit worried about that currently. All right. Okay, I do think this is working like this. I hate the Tunnel 17 grind. What do you hate specifically about that? Don't like this Rage. Straight off rip, I feel like this Rage isn't really given too much value here. I like the Town Hall being raged. I like the single Inferno being raged. Like, don't get me wrong, I guess the Builder Huts kind of work, but, like, I would say for the most part, you're basically raging 2 buildings, and one of them's not even active half the time. So, I'm not my favorite. Buddy said, hold on, wait until you see my other rage. Dude, and these things are level 3. Pretty decent upgrades, not fully maxed out. I'd only knock off like a little bit of points here. Bro, I'm not liking these rage tower compartments, I ain't gonna lie. Dude, I understand that like the clan castle troops could be under rage. The heroes could be under rage. But, dude, first of all, I don't really think the Monolith needs a rage just because it already slaps, right? It already does a ton of damage. Heroes could be deadly, but, like, I don't know, dude. That's a weird rage. If it's working, I guess, but I'm going to mark it down as not fantastic currently. I do like that you're running the Minion Prince, though, I won't lie. Not really feeling the space. I'd probably give it, like, a... Currently 6.5, fully maxed out, maybe like a 7.5 roughly. I think these rages are a little more to be desired. That's what I'm gonna say. Tunnel 8 is way too easy. It's actually broken. Tunnel 8 is actually just like broken. Did we just instantly get added again? Ooh, see, like, that's a rage tower. That's a rage. Yep. These are good. See, this is what I'm talking about right there. They're spaced out, but they still cover, like, they cover 4 buildings, like, 5 buildings, I guess. But, like, the quality of building that they're covering, really good. This is not a very uncommon base that you'll see here. You see a lot of these double rages from the sides there. Clan Castle's in a pretty good spot. Not running the Minion Prince. Not a fan of that. Dude, guys, I don't mean to, like, continually hammer this home here, but, dude, trust me, the Minion Prince is actually a beast on defense here. What would you rather rage? What do you mean? On the last space? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, really great upgrades for Tunnel 16, I can't lie. I think all he has left is, like, what, Wizard Towers and Mortars? Maybe a few heroes here and there. Really good single Inferno. Do these multi-Infernos in the center? A little bit of anti-RC dive as well. Not the best, but not too bad. Pretty good spacing for, like, anti-E-Dragons. I'm going to give this a 9.5. I'll give it a 9.5. I like the double rage. I think this is a competitively built base. Don't like the Minion Prince, so or not having the Minion Prince, so you're losing a little bit of points on that. And then additionally, the little bit of upgrades there and that you don't have maxed out. But this is a good double rage. Very solid double rage. Probably, like, borderline very competitive there. Okay. Ooh. Okay, hold on, chat. Lock in here. And they said Town Hall 13 couldn't be a good base design. Hold on. Friendly Giant here. I mean, the upgrades are, he's looking like a newer Tunnel 13 here. Ooh. Ooh. Does he have a Minion Prince? Yo, I'm going to say it. Fully max out this bad boy. Ooh. Okay, hear me out. I love the base. I love this base. I ain't gonna lie. Small changes here. You know what? Take it or leave it. Low key, might not improve this at all. Might not improve. Ooh, maybe not. Dude, I don't know. I'm afraid to suggest this because I don't even know. Because like, dude, this base is so well balanced here. You have the key defense. Can I draw this? You have the key defenses, but then you have like the nice balance for the for like, I don't know, the Infernos are in really good balance. The Town Hall, everything's very well spaced out. There's a lot of spots for potential giant bombs if you remove the obstacles. Your air defenses, off-centered. So arrows a little bit harder to hit. Technically, you could still hit diagonals for sure. All right? If you hit the diagonals, you could definitely still do some damage for sure. But then you have like the air sweepers, bro. You have like the air sweepers facing in like... Ooh. Anti-E-Dragon spacing, bro. Okay, here's what I was going to suggest, okay? Here's what I was going to suggest. I don't know if this... I think keep the base how it is. I was just going to say, I really want this single Inferno on the Town Hall. Because I feel like the synergy between the single Inferno and the multi-Inferno from the Town Hall just works out fantastic, right? So I was going to suggest you, like, rotate these here. But I feel like that would be not really great because you would leave a really big dead space in the center. But also, additionally, I think that ruins the synergy of having like the Eagle Artillery and the scatter shots in line with each other, which I feel like, unless you really want to bait out an attack from the opposite side of the Town Hall, risking the 1-star, I don't know. I feel like right now the base is set up so well. You even have the anti-pathing stuff. In case anyone doesn't know what this is here, you leave the outside walls open to prevent super wall breakers, but also additionally, you keep the ground-based troops on the outside of the base, and then you leave the inside covered. So basically how it would work is troops go in, obviously the walls are broken, and they kind of go around. They stay to the outside. Does that make sense? Dude, this base... chef's kiss. 10 out of 10, fully maxed out. Probably currently 8. That was great. That was a beautiful Tunnel 13. That was a beautiful Tunnel 13 right there. All right, we got Jules here.
Get me please #L2U0UVPC0.
Okay, then we could probably do that. Maybe. Wait, are you not able to add me, Caden? Are you struggling to add me? Ooh! Yo. Ooh! That slaps. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was a Hook Tower hater. I still don't think it's the best tower out here, but I also don't think it's the worst tower out here. Here's what I'm thinking here. I think the Crusher Mortar is the best defense. Then it's Hook Tower, and unfortunately, I think the Fire Spinner is probably the worst one. You should reset your friend requests before every stream. Why? Okay, I think the anti-RC dive is not too bad. You have a really insane anti-Root Rider thing going on right here. Quad heroes. So you have double poison, quad heroes, triple ricochet cannon, which is actually really interesting. Wow. Okay, Jules, I see you. I see you. So you either risk the back end being this absolute Root Rider conglomerate here, right? And you attack against the fire spitters, right? Or you deal with this monstrosity off rip, but then you attack into the fire spitters. Or you figure out something with your RC dive. But then on top of that, you throw a wrench in this thing with like the hook tower that could just be kind of annoying. Here's what I will say. I do think if they have the overgrowth, I think the overgrowth could do a lot of damage. I think the overgrowth is putting in work, putting in hours potentially. However, this is a disgusting
Yeah, it says
base.
you have too many friends.
This is a disgusting base. Great upgrades. Unique base design. Ugh. Dude, if I was a Root Rider user, I don't think I'd want to come across this base. Maybe, again, I'm not a Root Rider enjoyer here. I haven't been since Tunnel 16. This is kind of a disgusting base. I don't want to give back-to-back 10 out of 10s here, but I like this one. I'll give it a 10 out of 10 as well. Oh, yeah. Whew. You doing base reviews? Heck yeah. We're trying out a new system here. As soon as I sent, my power went down for a few seconds. Wait, what? We're trying a new system here. You guys gotta add me as a friend, and I can just go through. I can just go through. Bada bing, bada boom, you know? That being said, I don't know. Big Dan said I should reset my friend requests every stream. I don't do free base reviews every stream. I mean, I do, but not like this. But I think what I might do is I think I need to go through my friends list and really shake it up. And then I think I could probably add more people. I would probably look for more Legend League players more than anything, but I think opening up my friends just to be able to
The destroyer base is mine. I was very rushed. I had TH13 2 weeks ago. Now I have TH15.
Wait, what? The destroyer base is yours? What do you mean the destroyer base? Oh, this one. Literally this one. Okay. Wait, what? Are you talking about this one? Wait, hold on. Okay, so the destroyer base is mine. Very rushed. Had Town Hall 13 2 weeks ago. Now I have a Town Hall 15. Are you saying you have the base design? I'm tripping. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm a little confused. Because this isn't your account, right? Are you talking like you have the same base design? Because I'm confused. Mostly because this is not a Town Hall 15. What's up, John Rice? He was on Twitch a bit ago. He was talking about walls. Oh, did I miss it? I might have missed it.
He meant walls.
Oh, Tunnel 15 walls. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think I'm getting it. So you're saying, okay, so this is your account. You're saying you had Town Hall 13 walls 2 weeks ago. Now you're basically working on maxing out. Okay, I see. Unfortunately, I hate to break it to you. I don't want to be that guy that breaks this here, but walls don't really matter. I like more than ever. Walls don't matter. I mean, they look cool. Don't get me wrong, but they're like honestly, I'd even put. Yo, I'm gonna come in with a potential nuclear take here. I think the mortar might be more important than the walls are. When the balance change happens, I think genuinely the mortar is more important than walls. Agree or disagree? In chat. Agree or disagree? We have one agree. Literally everything is more important than walls. Yeah. So, but I mean, huge. I gotta say though, I don't mean to dog on your parade, dude. Fantastic progress on your walls. Huge farming, absolute W farming. I do think that it is something you're gonna have to do at some point. So that is a huge W. Sorry, 1 second. I have to watch your heroes here for a second here. Does your queen do some weird pathing?
Mortar is definitely more important considering the RR and Dragon meta.
Okay. Back to the base design here. Town Hall 16. It's an anti-3 with 2 heroes. I don't like these heroes being so close to the outside, especially because I think I'd rather have them covering the main defenses here. I do like these heroes covering the Town Hall. I actually really like this centralized triple multi-inferno here. Double poison. A little bit room for overlap, but I don't know if anyone would really be approaching. Some people might approach in from the monolith, and I feel like there could be overlap if you enter the center. But I guess it's not the worst thing. Upgrades are phenomenal. Anti-RC dive is very, very solid as well. I think my biggest gripe on this base is just I don't like the hero positionings on these. I feel like they're kind of easy to take down and kind of not kind of I don't think I've ever seen this base design. Maybe I'm tripping, but I think great upgrades. Might be a unique one. I don't think I've ever seen it. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I think the heroes need a little bit more levels, but I also think that they need to be covering a little bit better into the core or the key defenses personally. So I'll give it that. Fully maxed out, probably, closer to like a 9.5. I actually really like that base. I think that could be pretty solid. Queen got tired of jumping over the walls. She just runs around. Dude, I see that as a super archer player back in the day. Dude, that's the kind of stuff that would literally, like, out of the blue, completely wreck your Sarch. Because they would, like, chase the queen across the map. Oh, I hated that. I hated that. Get me, please. I can't send you a friend request for some reason. People are just a little bit quicker. You gotta be ready on the friend request thing. People ask me all the time. They're like, dude, just give me a free base review. Like, dude, it takes like 2 minutes, bruh. This is why I don't. Too many people, too quickly. Like, dude, it takes longer. It takes longer than you think. Double poison. All right, immediately, here's what I'm going to say. I don't think this is a bad base.
Annoying SRY.
I don't think this is a bad base by any means. Obviously, you got a few upgrades to do. I don't think it's anything massively special, unfortunately. I think this is a standard Town Hall 17 design. I think it's all right. I think you could win defenses with it, but I also don't think it's the best and the like sauciest. Now take this with a grain of salt. It really depends on where your traps are. Traps really make the difference at Tunnel 17. So depending on how your trapping is, this base could be like the best base ever. But personally, I do think that this base isn't that hard to attack. I do think it's pretty straightforward, where I think an RC dive straight this way could wreck quite a bit of the base. And get some insane value. So, for that reason, I think you have some decent upgrades. I'm probably currently going to give this a 7. I think, your upgrades are very solid. I don't think it's the worst base design, but fully maxed out, I'm only going to give it like an 8, maybe. I think you could win defenses here and there. I don't think it's terrible or anything like that, but I also don't think it's the spiciest. It's not going to throw people off for a loop, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, take what I say with a grain of salt. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Chat. One big issue on this base. Who can see it? Okay, well, maybe 2 big issues. Chat, who wants points? Who wants credit here? What are 2 massive flaws on this base? What about the Inferno Towers? Wait, can you do a Super Yeti blimp at Town Hall 12? Nathan got one of them. Arrow value on this base is kind of wicked. If you can hit an arrow, which I did, don't get me wrong, it's not the most straightforward arrow, but it's definitely not the hardest
This
either.
is the clan war base, not the main one.
Either way, I'm reviewing this base either way. Arrow value through this base is pretty astronomical. That is one of them. I feel like you guys are on the cusp of the other one. I think a lot of people got it very close. I think Nathan was the first person to describe it. Yes, Blimp Core is pretty rough, I won't lie. That's not what I was thinking specifically. I was thinking more Zap Quake, like Nathan said. Nathan got both of them. If you Lightning and Earthquake here, and then Lightning and Earthquake like right here, you can take out all of those buildings right here. So you are left with then oh wait, actually, hold on. You're left with that in the core. So unfortunately, I think this is a base that was built at an older time in Clash of Clans. I think it's had its purpose back in the day. However, I don't think I would run this in the big 225. This is, you have great upgrades, not fully maxed out, but you're doing fantastic. But this base design, I think, is extremely out of date, unfortunately. So for that reason, I'm probably going to give this like a 5. Your upgrades, again, are carrying pretty solid there. 5 might sound very harsh, but because of how good your upgrades are, if you literally went onto like YouTube or some sort of thing and you copied a fresh Town Hall 12 base design, you could easily shoot up to like an 8.5 to 9 with your upgrades. But for that reason, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. I just got back in like a week ago. Fair enough. Literally fair enough. Just letting you know, though, the game has changed quite a bit. I'd be a little bit worried about that section there. Dude, wait, hold on. A deleted video. Oh, gosh dang it. I wish Southern Teasers would make a comeback. Dude, does anyone remember the troll bases Dude, I used to make those and cook those at Town Hall 10. The Town Hall 10 on the outside, and then like they'd place a troop and all the hidden Teslas would pop up and the clan castle would go out and people start struggling placing stuff, and then the Seeking Air Mines hit everything. Oh, dude, great times, great times. All right, so we have a Town Hall 13 here. This one's very, very copied. Very, very copied. Not necessarily too bad, though. Single Inferno covering the Town Hall. Love that. Always fantastic. Clan Castle covering the Town Hall. Not the best, in my opinion, but not too bad. I'd be a little bit worried about, like, troops hitting on this corner and maybe the Clan Castle not luring out. But it's not too bad. I think it's pretty good. I mean, realistically, I do think you could probably push this closer to the Town Hall and get better coverage. But it's centralized. I'm not going to gripe too much. Air sweepers are very much baiting an attack happening from the opposite side if you're an air army. I like that. Arrow value doesn't look too bad. Maybe a triple arrow value through this angle somehow. Realistically, I'm not going to gripe too much. That is a relatively pretty tough angle. Scatter shots are separated from the Eagle artillery. You do have the Minion Prince. Hero levels need a little bit of work, a little bit of upgrades here and there. It's a pretty standard top-of-the-line Town Hall 13 base. I don't think it's anything special. I'm pretty sure it is copied. I'd probably give it, if this was fully maxed out, like a 9, maybe 8.5, roughly around there, maybe a 9. I do think this is a competitive base design. Nothing super crazy where, like, I'd be worried about someone seeing this base for, like, the 30th time, knowing how to attack it, you know, just kind of rinse, repeat, whatever. But I do think everything's pretty standard, you know, good coverage. The RC covers some pretty good stuff here. I actually really like this combo, I won't lie. Where's your fourth hero? Am I tripping? Oh, the king right here. King's fine, yeah. Compartments are fine. Got a little bit of anti-RC dive. I don't know if that's intentional, but you have a little bit of it. Yeah, I'd say work on upgrades. Really don't need a different base design. If you want to get spicy with it, get spicy with it. But currently, with your upgrades, I'd probably give it like a 6.5, 7. Definitely very solid. I mean, can't complain. Walls don't really matter anymore, so why not make a Southern teaser? Chad, are we making a Southern teaser come back here? We doing that together? I'll do it if you do it. Ooh. Okay, a few things. Very compact. Sarch would absolutely destroy this base. And if anyone doesn't know what Sarch is a blimp with super archers. You drop it down, drop some clones, drop a rage, and some invis spells, and you can definitely get out a huge section of the base. Additionally, I think RC Dive could do a ton of value. I think E-Dragons can do a ton of value. Super Dragons could do a ton of value. Blizzard could do a ton of value. Super Yeti could do a ton of value. I'll stop. I lied. Super Minion Clone could do a ton of value. Okay, I'll stop. Great upgrades. I would definitely recommend upgrading your air defenses faster than, like, your bomb towers, to be honest. But, because I do think Tunnel 14 is it's a strong air meta. Great upgrades, not the best base design in my opinion. For that reason, I'm going to give this, I'll give this a 6. Maybe a 5.5. I'll give this a 5.5. Different base design, I'd give it closer to like an 8, 8.5, depending. Yeah, I mean, you still have some very important upgrades to do, but I think the base design, unfortunately, is holding you back a little bit on this one. A little too compact. Michael, I'm giving base reviews to whoever adds me. We're trying out a new system here. We're just going through. Oh, wait, I just looked at this one. Okay, okay. Mandy. Why are you running a Town Hall 17 competitive base design in Bronze 1? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all down for smurfing, but do the Bronze 1 people need to be attacking this monstrosity? Dude, what kids are you bullying out here, bro? What? Guys, I know what I'm doing. I'm dropping down to one of the lowest ranks, and I'm putting one of the most competitive base designs on there. That is diabolical. I'm not even gonna lie. That is some psychopath type stuff right there. That is actually some psychopath stuff. I mean, I'm gonna give this like a 10 out of 10, 9.5. The only reason I would lose points on this is just because it's been very copied, at least at the upper Legend League. Maybe hasn't trickled down too far yet. So people that like in War or something like that, I'm sure you could probably still very well do very good. This is a very, very competitive base design. So again, the only reason I'd lose any points on this is just because at the higher upper Legend League, it's been copied a ton, but it is a very well built base. Best way to farm Unbreakable and low trophy range is a progression base. Real. Actually, so real though. pulled up the Legend League at Bronze 1. What did you finish Legend League last season? Gotcha. Okay. I feel that though. I haven't. We'll take a small break here. Break it up a little bit. I still have yet to complete my Unbreakable challenge. Yo, chat. I got a question actually. I think this is probably the best time to do it here. Chat. Question. I need you guys. Who is Tickle? And why are they monitored? One second. Okay, question. I want to do a subathon on Twitch come July 11th. I need your guys' help to think of some challenges, some like milestones to be able to do, or maybe add to stream or something. If you guys have any ideas on things to do for the subathon, you want me to add squats back? Dude, what if I did this? What if I did something like this? Hear me out. At 200 subs, I add squats back as a fully permanent, unremovable point redemption. And after 200 subs, maybe what? Should I do every... I don't know if I want to do every sub as an additional squat. I don't know. Chat, if you guys have any suggestions, put it in the Discord. I'm curious. I need some suggestions for that. Okay? Let me know. But I do want to do a subathon coming up here for stuff. I'll be holding you to that unremovable. Well, here's the thing. This is kind of a little embarrassing, but you know what? I'll share it with you guys because you guys are like my family. As I was making this PC, I had to stand up a lot, like sit down and stand up a lot building this PC. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like my weight's getting a little too bad. I gotta improve here, chat. It's getting bad out here. So, workout stuff probably coming here. That's what I'm thinking. Dude, it was bad, bro. Standing up, sitting down as much as I did, bro, my back was killing me. Bridgie joined. Gotcha. Can do. 1 second. Detour. CWL detour here. 1 second. Wait, what's the... Oh, yeah. Hip is PC. Yeah. We have some CWL stuff to do real quick. Too much Taco Bell, maybe. I don't know. Who's to say, really? Bridgie? I don't know if you're listening. I feel like Bridgie's probably one that will be consistent, though. I don't... It just worries me a little bit that Bridgie hasn't been on in the last... I think it was like 6 days or something like that. Ooh, how about this, chat? Ooh, what if I do this instead? What the heck is this? Chat, what is this? I heard nothing about a change to the normal scenery. What? I can't tap on it or anything. It's the aliens. That's a flying car. Yo, flying cars in Clash of Clans 2020, 2025. Chat, I know what year it is, I swear. Huh. Okay. You think it's a new event coming up? You think they're teasing us a little bit? Well, that's kind of a little cool robo-taxi type thing. Huh, interesting. All right. They love to tease us. How about this, chat? Sorry. I'm going to some people are going to hate this here. Because of the issue with people having me added, I'm going to switch to an alt account, okay? I'm going to switch to an alt account, and I'm going to switch the code to add, okay? So we're going to basically reset here, okay? What would be a funny name we could do? All right, you guys are going to add D's Toes, okay? Surely no one has me added on this one. Whoa! Gotta warn me on that bad boy there. Okay, whoever Daddy Merc is, you're the only person that's going to probably run into an issue. Does this change for both of them? Please tell me this changes for both of them. Oh my god, it does. I am so good at this game. G9, G8, O2, JRQ. There we go. There, that should solve any issues we have. Yeah? We like that? And then we can also go fishing on TikTok. Chronix, you do not have all of my accounts added, bruh. What if I just accept everyone going forward? I mean, okay, I'm going to say this is basically very similar to the last one we just talked about. Obviously, it's a little altered, and I won't sugarcoat this here. I don't know if I like the hook tower on the space. I don't like the hook tower specifically because if you know how to take advantage of the hook tower, this base could be absolutely deleted. This base could be absolutely fried if you know how to deal with this hook tower in the center there. So for that reason, I'm actually going to probably make this variant of the base a little bit lower. I still think it's a very competitive base design, and if you don't know how to deal with it, it's fine. But I'm only going to give it like an 8.5 to 9 range on this one here. I think the previous version of Mandy, the Psychopath, Smurfing on lower town hall people in bronze 1. Wow, I just butchered that a lot. I think she has a better base design. Is Mandy's a... Yeah. So, for this reason, not feeling this one. If you're not Mandy, who are you? We're getting philosophical out here. I can't add you. Yeah, people are probably adding me a little bit quicker than you are, unfortunately. Okay. Few things. One, I feel like there are people that still run Sarch at Town Hall 16, and I feel like this right here is insane Sarch value. Specifically also because I don't think you're going to get punished doing that. I think if you land a Sarch in here, I don't think it's that much of a distance to go in order to get in there. I don't think that the air sweeper can reach that far. And I think there's going to be no giant bombs in this area here. In this section here, I don't think there can be any giant bombs that are there. So realistically, you can get a ton of value for almost no risk. And unfortunately, this is your best rage tower. I really don't like this rage tower, and I've talked about it before. I'm not a huge fan of raging the Eagle artillery. I feel like it's not the best thing to rage. It can be good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like by the time you reach the Eagle artillery to rage, they're kind of already in the dead space. You see? Actually, in this scenario, you would be in the dead space by the time the rage pops. I'm just not a fan of that. This rage in particular, I'm going to assume because you are leveling up the spell towers that they're not supposed to be rage towers, maybe? Maybe? I don't think an Invis can reach that town hall. Maybe a poison? I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be a poison. Maybe it could be a poison. Poison could be fine. Unfortunately, covering the town hall, you're kind of stacking poison on poison, which doesn't do extra damage. Definitely a little rushed. Very strategically rushed, if I had to guess, though. I see the scatter shots, the Eagle artillery maxed out. Monolith maxed out. Looks like you're doing the spell towers. I do think that this is a strategic rush. And actually, I'm now realizing the walls are all completely done. What a Chad. But I'm not liking this base design, unfortunately. Again, maybe with different spell towers it could be a little bit different, but I think specifically because of the Sarch reason and everything, I'm probably only going to give this like a 5. Don't get me wrong. Strategic rushing has my heart. I love strategic rushing. But if I'm doing a standardized rating scale, I have to say what it says, you know. Why are you doing base reviews today? Because I kind of messed up on a lot of scheduling purposes. What's up, Leaky? Excuse me. Oh. I just totally skipped someone. One of you guys are probably really angry right now, and I do apologize. Oh, now I feel bad. Someone just got absolutely completely wrecked right there. I do apologize. Was that actually? Was that actually? Javard? I still feel like I struggle with your name. okay. Okay. Eh, 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 mm, eh. There's a lot of things I don't like about this base. There's some things that are not too bad. Um, Clan Castle, very centralized, very nice. Um, I think there is some arrow value right here, but I don't think it's too bad considering you have like the queen and the king to like jump whatever gets spawned in here. You also have the ricochet cannon that I think covers a little bit here. So I do think if anything does get placed there, you could probably have some hidden Teslas there too. And I think that arrow value is basically non-existent unless they come in from like the top angle, but it looks like you kind of covered that a little bit too. Double poison. I don't think there's much room for overlap. Like they're close to each other, but at the same time, because of how the angles are of this base, I feel like there's not really like I don't think you're really approaching in where you would like double overlap, if that makes sense. I do think that this is a completely unique base design. I do think that the anti-RC value on the outside is pretty strong. This is one of those base designs though that I worry a little bit that I don't think you have to get deep into the base to get value. And that's a little concerning for me. Where like I think purely just like having an RC stick to the outside of the base is going to get a ton of value on this base. Just as is, you know? So for that reason, it's not my entirely favorite base design. I don't think it's that bad. But it's not something I would run. And like your heroes are very close to the outside, which I'm never a huge fan of. Like your minion prince, for example, I feel like one giant over like yonder here could lure him away, and then just like a few headhunters, and one of the best defending heroes is just gone, you know? So for that reason, I'm probably going to give it like an 8.5. Probably more of an 8.5, I think. I think there's a lot of good things that are built in this base. Like the anti-queen stuff, the ring style, different things, the troop pathing walls. I do think the poison towers are in good positions there. But it's not entirely my favorite. I think you need a little bit more sauce in the core to really value the ring effect. Just a little bit, not too crazy, just a little bit. Maybe pull the minion prince a little bit more deeper into the base as well. I think you could have some sauce there, but not my favorite. I followed, but the meter didn't go up. Unfortunately, that was kind of broken. I don't have a way to, I think, automatically have a follow counter on TikTok, sadly. Which is the best defense noob defense in your opinion? Are you talking between the three temporary ones? Bases like that work in hard mode don't always work well in normal. I could totally see that, actually.
Pleasey.
I could totally understand that. One second, chat. Okay. Yo, Tickle, are you still in here? How is his name spelled? What? Sorry, we have a issue with one of the people here. There we go. Hey, is the giveaway still going on? Yes, there's always still okay. There's two giveaways going on. One on TikTok. Sorry, one on Twitch. That's always every week gold pass. Then there's also one in the Discord. That one's about half over. There's definitely still time to do stuff and get gold passes and whatnot, but I mean the time is kind of starting to crunch here. Okay. Jake, I think you have good upgrades for a Town Hall 11, but I don't think this base design's it. This base design is like 2015, 2016, 2017 old. I think arrow value is kind of high. I think E-Drake value is very high. I think Warden Fireball value is very high. I think Blizz value is very high. I think Super Yeti Clone. Can you do Super Yeti Clone? Or you won't be able to do a clone, but you could do a Super Yeti Blimp, right? Is this a free base review? Yes, the free base review is tonight. All you have to do is add my account. I think for that reason, because you have very solid upgrades, but the base design is very, very prone to a lot of attacks. I think, unfortunately, even a queen charge straight through the top here, I think would kind of.
Oh, that is why
cook
Hepa
this.
I was trying to add your main SMH.
Wait, what's going on? What do you mean? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to probably give this like a 4.5 out of 10. Great upgrades, honestly, low-key. You could probably start looking at potentially going to Town Hall 12 very soon. But I think this design is really killing your score. I'm going to give this literally like a 4.5, maybe 5. Probably a 4.5 just because your heroes are a little rushed. Yeah. I'm going to give this a 4.5, just based off mostly the design right there. I was trying to add your main account. Why are you trying to add my main account? Oh, do you not see it switch? It's a Town Hall 10 base design. I'm trying to focus on upgrading everything to max level first. And if that's your key, you know, big dubs. I'm just saying. Either someone is catfishing as Carbon Fin or Carbon Fin is lurking. Is there a Carbon Fin in the background there? Did I review this base already? I don't think I reviewed this base design. I don't think I reviewed this. Did I review this account already? No, this is not. Huh. This is not the Carbon Fin base, by the way. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of funny. This is a very decent, very nicely built Town Hall like 16, Town Hall 17 base design. It's kind of funny looking at like a really rushed version of it.
Shopsy, stop spamming. You are supposed to add his account, which is provided at the bottom of TikTok.
True. I'm probably going to give this. If this was fully maxed out, I'd probably give it like a 9.5. 9.5. I think the coverage is pretty good. Currently though, if I'm going off of my normal scale, I'd probably give it like a 4.5. It's kind of the opposite of the other bases. Maybe, I'll give it a 5.5. 5.5. Your upgrades are obviously strategically rushed, but you have a lot of progression to still do, right? For a strategic rush, I think this is fantastic, though. I think you're doing all the necessary things so far, it looks like. So 5.5 currently. In my heart, it's a 10 out of 10. In my heart, it's a 10 out of 10. Wait, does this shuffle? Wait, how did it... I don't know. Chat, we're continuing on. Ooh. Okay, this is an older base design. This is like a season or two ago. I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, even though I spent 9,500 gems maxing out the flame spinner, I think it's unfortunately the weakest of the three. I do like this combo potentially. I do think that this combo could be kind of dicey, but I don't know. Oh, I recognize this clan. Unfortunately, you're not maxed out. It's an older base design. I'll probably give this an 8.5 to 9, fully maxed out. I'll probably give this an 8.5 currently. I think it's still a very solid base design. I think you still get defenses. But I don't know. I think if you know how to attack it, I think this base is pretty rinse and repeat, unfortunately. He's not a Zika down member anymore. 0 out of 10. Yeah, real. Just kidding. I do recognize this clan. So, another TikToker. From YouTube. It's used base from 2 seasons ago. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it's an older base design, but I mean it could still win. It could still win. And again, maybe if you retrap it or something like that, it could be a lot better. Unfortunately, again, Tunnel 17's a lot of traps. A lot of there's a lot happening here. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking here. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking here. Okay. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. This is a very nicely upgraded base. However, there's a lot of negatives to this. One, I'm pretty sure this is like a Town Hall 10 base design converted into a Town Hall 14 base design. Okay. 2, it is very, very compact. E-Dragons are going to run rampant on this base. 3, you have 2 heroes just for some reason on the outside of the base. I don't know if they like said something bad about your mother. I don't know what they deserve to be exiled outside the base. Wouldn't recommend that. 4, Sarch value on this base is going to cook. Now, counter argument to that, you do have a lot of spots for giant bombs on this base. So it could be a little tricky, depending, maybe. But unfortunately, I'm probably going to give this a 4 out of 10. All pretty much because of your base design. Some of it because your heroes are exiled, and there's no reason to ever have your heroes on the outside of the base. So I'd recommend getting a different base design. Good news again, you have... Wait, hold on. Am I missing another hero? I see the minion print. further, do you just not like your heroes or something? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a big Minion Prince enjoyer too, but like, when I say put on the Minion Prince, I don't mean like put all of your other heroes on the outside of the base, like, you know. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10. Different base design, a little bit of competitive base design. With your upgrades, you could probably get like a 9, 9.5. But please do not run a Town Hall 10 base design as a Town Hall 14. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've seen Town Hall 9s run this base design before. What's up, Coyote? How you doing? Will the Beast. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. Few things. I like
If
the.
you are rushed.
You know what, Keegan? Yeah, Keegan, oil up.
Super archers.
Looks like a weird version of the double invis base turned into a rage base. I can kind of see that. I do like the double rage. I do think you have a lot of value. Unfortunately, I'd be a little bit worried about Warden Fireball value on this in like a war-based scenario. If you're running this in war, I definitely think that either either a Fireball or a RC dive into these compartments are going to be ridiculously lucrative. So I'd be a little bit worried about that, but I do like the double rage concept. Maybe a little bit more spacing, so if someone does fireball this, they're not like taking out literally almost half your base. That being said, additionally, I don't feel comfortable with the monolith being this small of a compartment. I really don't think that does a whole bunch. And this single Inferno, not really doing too much. I understand you're trying to protect like the double rage and whatnot, but I don't know. I'm almost tempted to like either remove these walls here and expand the compartments, or initially I was thinking like you have a ton of walls for this, but I don't think that would do too much. Because like if the queen rotates, I don't know. I would definitely expand these two compartments in particular here. Specifically the one up top, I would say. The monolith compartment I think needs to be expanded to be at least anti-queen. And then maybe
You
a
wanted
little.
to say super archers, come on.
I don't. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. Super archers, I mean, could hit a rage. I won't lie, but it's not something. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, super archers could be a problem. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I like the double rage. I think, unfortunately, a little easy to get to. That's what I'll say. A little easy to get to. We got Kevin here. What is Kevin looking like? Kevin's looking pretty good. Kevin's got a double poison, symmetrical, pretty good fire spitters, centralized crusher. Ooh. No defenses around, so this is like a ring effect. Got a minion prince covering both the crusher.
Hashtag QUUYUUUQROMG. This kid is at 4,775 Titan 1 TH3.
Gotcha. Maybe a different time. Maybe a different time. That is pretty impressive, though, I won't lie. Minion prints covering the monolith as well. Ooh, air sweepers covering the opposite of the fire spitters. Okay, I like the hero positioning. I like the spacing on everything. I wonder if these scatter shot or these ricochet cannons are more in the center because of anti root riders. Not fully maxed out, but I actually don't mind the space. I think this is a very decently solid base. I think fully maxed out. Fully maxed out, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I do think RC value is decently easy to come in from the bottom and just get some decent funnel and decent setup. Just to kind of like, I don't know, push into the base. I do think if you can do that, I think for dragons it's pretty raw or pretty easy. Root riders might be a little bit more difficult. I do like the double poison. I wish I had the root rider perspective here, unfortunately. I'll give this a 9 out of 10 from a dragon's perspective, but this could be a lot worse for a root rider attack. I don't mind that base design. I definitely think that's pretty solid, though. Did I see this base in like in a pro built area, like in hard mode? Is this in Worlds? This is a Worlds base. Even if it is, I feel like it's not too bad against normal mode, to be honest with you. I think poison is pretty difficult to overlap. I do think the RC value, even though you can just go around the outside, I do think the core does hold some good value. Not fully maxed out, but some of the upgrades looks like you have left are like Z tier upgrades. Minion prints covering the monolith in a really good position. I love that. Especially the king in the front there. Ooh, okay. Multi-Inferno to take down some of the smaller stuff. Good synergy right there. Good synergy. I think this one is a 9.5. A little bit worried about the just, outside value potentially. But I like the spacing on stuff. I'll give it a 9.5 for sure. What's up, Perk? This is Dark Stars base. Yeah, I feel like I remember seeing this before in hard mode, and I'm sure for hard mode this thing is a monster. I actually feel like in normal mode, again, like I think it was it Penguini that was saying it, that some bases are very built for hard mode. I feel like this one was probably built also for hard mode, but kind of translates pretty well over to normal mode as well. Maybe this is just a normal built thing, and I do think that this is definitely very solid. I do think that this blends a very solid core value and outside value. I feel like it's a little bit more heavier on the outside value, where you can just have like an RC kind of just walk around the outside. But I think that's very solid. Do us get benefit for redeem content creator code? Unfortunately, you guys really don't get anything out of it. You guys can get the satisfaction of helping support me. And if you are going to buy anything, I would recommend just putting in a creator code regardless. because again, it doesn't do anything. If you are already going to spend the money, I think, just supporting any content creator is fantastic, and they will probably thank you regardless. You can use mine if you want to. I'd very, very much appreciate it. But realistically, there's not a huge benefit for you guys. So,
Fun fact, use code HIPPISTS to make your life better.
real, actually, so true though. So true though. So this is an old styled engineered account. So only Town Hall 9, which is kind of crazy because I feel like most of the engineered bases that you do find are Town Hall 11. Town Hall 11, was it Town Hall 11 or was it Town Hall 10? No, it was Town Hall 11. Town Hall 11 was the cutoff for making engineered accounts. This is a very, very old account. Some people might not even know what this is. It's only got like one cannon. For some reason, I feel like this probably has hidden Teslas as well. A lot of these do have that, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. As far as the Town Hall 9 engineered goes, this is the best one I've seen all month. And I can guarantee you that right there. How's that guy in your clan? All right. I'll look. You baited me into it. I'll look. I'll take a lookie, But he's passing the system here. It's very impressive. We have here a Town Hall 3. I think all you get at Town Hall 3 is like, what is it? The maximum is goblins. But he's at Town Hall 3 in Titan 1. He is very close to Legends. If I'm not mistaken here. I don't know if there is a Town Hall 3 in Legends currently, or have been.
TH3 in the Big 25, are we dead?
Yeah, dude, I can't even imagine. Dude, at least go to Town Hall 4. What am I saying, bro? Town Hall 3 in the Big 2025. Yikes. Couldn't be caught lacking there, bro. Nah, this is pretty sick, though. This is a huge achievement and probably would took... Who is this? Who's this one at? Who's not Dank? Say me in chat if you're not Dank. Who is it? Jacob, that's you? Real? How about this, chat? We can, not Dank. Type your TikTok username in my chat. Now you guys, now you guys can't mess with me. Now you guys can't mess with me. The people that said me and you're not me. Okay, it is Jacob. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Jacob, how long have you been pushing for? We're gonna ask a few questions here. Because I would imagine it's been a long time. I'm sure, dude. I got a few questions lined up here. You got a CWL lineup already? Yep. For the first 3 clans we do. You guys like that? That was on like 4D right there. Where Jacob? Oh, is he just gonna? Oh, he's just typing in here. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you could have typed now in TikTok, but that's fine too. Okay, so he's been pushing for 3 months. Let me guess. How long does it take for you to find a base? Like if you search for a base right now, how long is that taking? I'm gonna guess like 8 hours for one singular base. Yo, what's up, unknown Guzman? 5 to 6 hours, chat. Imagine you press find match right now. And the next base you're going to find is like 5 a.m. Dude, you could like go to sleep. You could go to sleep, wake up, and you have not found a base. And it's normally a base I can't attack. What is the limit? When you say a
Has
base
to
that
be
you...
longer than 3 months, then no way.
It's not even telling me what town hall this is. Dude, why is my nose so itchy tonight, bro? Has any clan matched yet? Zekidon 2 hasn't in... I have no idea. Yeah, dude, Baby Dragon OP. I ain't gonna lie. Zekidon 3 dead? Gotcha. I'm gonna wait a few hours, and I'm going to try to, or maybe I should, I don't know. Tomorrow, during the day, I'm going to have to, I'm gonna have to queue up the clan, the 30v30. Yeah, Baby Dragon carry for real. When you say a base that you can't attack, is that like Town Hall 5? Yeah, Town Hall 5, okay. Oh, Town Hall 5 is the highest that you can find. I'm assuming that you can, like, at least get stars from, right? I'm assuming you're coming across, like, Town Hall 6s or something, right? Did someone send me a... Okay. But he said I can't add him as a friend. Let me switch up. W TikTok, thank you, Dest. Oh, okay. So, okay, Tunnel 5 is the highest that you can find, and I'm assuming if you come across a Tunnel 5, you're like, I can't do anything. Interesting. Okay. Well, congratulations, my dude. That's very impressive. I'm assuming you're going for Legend League. I'd be curious if you are or not. If you are, I wish you the best of luck. Good luck at the next 2 months. I don't actually know if that's true, but... Brother, big W's, big W's. Wish you the best of luck, my guy. And if you get Legends, let me know.
Maybe add him for that.
Should I add him? I'll add him. There we go. Alright, we'll continue on with the base reviews here. Did I check this base already? I feel like I checked this account already. I guess I could do that way, perks. Alrighty, chat. Double poison. Alternating fire spitters. Clan castle, good coverage. Really good upgrades. Heroes kind of far on the outside of the base. I wonder why your heroes are so far on the outside. Especially where, like, I feel like the Queen and RC could be better positioned here. Because it'd cover the Monolith, Crusher, Rocket, Ricochet Cannon. I don't know if I like those heroes' positionings. I think the... No Minion Prince? Oh, man. I'm going to give this, like, an 8. I don't like 2 of the hero positionings. I don't like that you don't have the Minion Prince on there. No Minion Prince, I think is just a throw, to be honest with you. For that reason, 8.5 to 8. That's what I'm saying. What's the king level? 66. We got the chat. Is this Carbon Fin or is this a fake Carbon Fin?
Why is my friend request not at the bottom small one, by the way?
Brother, you're getting there, bro. Every time I go to one, I close out. Caden, brother. Caden, just chill out, my dude. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hmm. 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 I'm going to say the upgrades are very solid, not maxed out, but pretty solid. I think you have a lot of the key defenses maxed out. I don't like the design. Specifically, because I do think current meta strategies would roll this base. I'm talking electric boots RC dive. I'm talking, I think a Sarch in the center of this base is rolling it. Perks, I got you after this. Just remind me. I think a Sarch in the middle of this base flattens the space. I think you're taking out a lot of your key defenses here in one go. And unfortunately, if this gets taken out, I don't think there's much of the base left to defend whatever else is put in, you know? So for that reason, even though I do think you have some really good...
No, I dumb, I thought most recent goes bottom SMH.
Gotcha. For that reason here, I'm going to probably give this a... I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5. Great upgrades, not the best design. With a better design, better ranking. But I do think that there's a lot of stuff that can really gut this. That's what I'm going to say. All right, so I have to do perk sways that did the normal system here. Gotcha. Can do. Okay. Here's what I will say. I like the rage. I like the poison. I don't like the design. I do like the top section being the way that it is. I don't like the fact of how compact it is. Town Hall 15. I do think a lot of people run E-Dragons. Holy, you're getting slammed. You're like really far down in fake legends. Or maybe even real legends. Maybe you just got slammed today. Your upgrades aren't bad. Obviously, it's like midway through. You still have some upgrades to do. You're doing a lot of the better upgrades, which I like. I think this rage is very solid considering how your base is laid out. But again, I think E-Dragons are probably rolling this base, especially because you only have one single Inferno as well. I'd be a little bit worried. So, weirdly enough, and plus like RC dive, I think would probably kill the space as well. A good RC dive in this base, I think, would cook. A little bit, okay. I mean, you do have some annoying things though. Or if you try to like go in from the cannon here, she could go up to the top. Okay, okay. Did I attack this? Did I try attacking this base and fail on it, Perks? Or am I tripping? I want to give this like an 8.5. I think you have fully maxed out. I think you could definitely win some defenses, but again, I think E-Dragon spamming in. Okay. I'm still gonna stick to my rating here, especially because again, I do worry about E-Dragons, but this base can be deceiving from first hand. That's what I'll say. But I'm gonna stick to an 8.5. I'm gonna stick to an 8.5, and that I suck at attacking. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. Chat, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think this is gonna be a long stream here. Um, I, I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to just do straight base reviews. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wonder though. Hear me out. Hear me out. Chat, hear me out here. Ooh, do I build a base? What if I did this, chat? What if I did this? Hear me out. Hear me out. What if I end stream, try to set up a dual PC, because right now I have two PCs now, one that can play Delta Force, okay? If I can set up the networking system to be able to stream off of my one PC but game off of my other one, what if I re-go live and then do some stuff? Perks, I'm gonna tell you right now, I could 100% not do free base reviews for 24 hours. Typically, and unfortunately, I think this is kind of where it is. I think like 2 to 3 hours of straight base reviews is my limit. I like going in depth more so with base reviews, but like at that point, I get like so like head fuzzy and like locked up that I can't. Does that make sense? Like unironically, it's I don't know. Like the bases start merging together. I feel like I don't give the quality base reviews that I'm hoping for, that I like to try to do. What would you play, Delta Force or Clash? Are you talking like if I went live? I'd probably play Delta Force, because unfortunately on Clash there's not a lot that I could do. I think if you could do more than 3 hours, that would be insane. I couldn't review bases for over an hour. Well, I appreciate that. Kind words, kind words. Well, thank you, Jacob, by the way, for the roses. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of this though, this base, great upgrades. Not liking the base design. This looks like a unique base design. Looks like you're trying out something new. I do think that there is some problems with it, especially for current meta strategies. I feel like an RC dive would probably get like half of the space, to be honest with you. I don't think it'd be that hard to get into the middle of the space with an RC dive. I do think that both fire spitters facing the same direction also typically isn't a great thing. Unironically, your heroes are positioned better than some of the bases that we've seen tonight. Although that being said, I don't think it's the best. I do think, weirdly enough, this feels really weird. And maybe I'm just trying to be funny here, but maybe I'm also being half serious. But you have like an open wall concept base here. Like this is a very open base, and yet weirdly enough, I don't know if it would really matter. Am I? I'm sure it would matter to a degree. I'm just thinking like with Root Riders or Dragons. You know what I'm saying? Or am I tripping here, Chad? Like I don't. Okay, I'm gonna probably give this base design probably like a 6.5. But you know what I'm saying? Or am I just saying things? Because like realistically, like weirdly enough, this base is giving me ideas. Why are both spitters facing one direction? I know that's kind of the one of the issues I pointed out. But again, great upgrades to the point where like again, if he copied a unique base design, I think you'd cook. But I don't know. I'm gonna give this a 6.5 because of the design. I think there's some unfortunately massive flaws, especially with RC dive. Very easy on this base. But again, really good upgrades, my dude. Different base design, I think you'd cook on the score, but eh. You should do a stream where we build a base or two. Dude, you know what I wish, chat? Well, let's take a second break here, okay? Maybe regroup here. What if, hear me out, Clash of Clans needs to work on the friendly challenge thing. I wish, imagine this, chat, right? Let me cook here. Now, this would be abused, wouldn't it? Could you imagine if we lived in a world where, like, we could go, I could go live. Everyone could try to build a new, fresh base within, like, let's say a 10-minute time frame, and then we all go to war doing that. Like, imagine I get 20 Tunnel 17s on both sides there, right? You have 10 minutes to build a fresh base. And then the 220 teams go at it, you know? Like, I wish that would be so good, right? You can do that in war. I think it's a friendly war. You can't build a base because here's the problem. When you build a base, it's locked for 24 hours. It's locked for 24 hours, so you wouldn't be able to do that, which sucks. I wish there was some sort of way that, like, I could do some not that I want to, like, compare this to, like, Overwatch, because I feel like that's, but, like, dude, Overwatch has such a good system for, like, making fun third-party content, basically, you know? There's, like, an extra game mode where it's, like, a factory, and you can, like, make some fun challenges and whatnot. Obviously, that's a lot harder to do in, like, a mobile game compared to, like a PC game like that. But, man, if some sort of way we could have some fun stuff, that'd be so good. What's up, Mus? It used to be you could use it instantly, but you could copy yeah, and that's the problem, right? So even if, like, it was in some sort of, like, separate game mode in its own way, it still wouldn't work because I'm sure people would probably, unfortunately, abuse that system, where if they could literally copy a base design and use it to test out, it'd be kind of an issue, sadly. I don't know. Man, I feel like this game, would be so sick. Like, don't get me wrong, Clash of Clans is fantastic. But if it had a more creative mode that was more in the hands of the community, I think this, oh, dude, it would be fantastic. Like, imagine doing that 2020 idea, but, yo, how about this? Nah, I still don't think that would work. I was like, what if you could, like, excuse me. Yo, hear me out. A separate game mode for Clash of Clans where you take a maxed out, you can choose whatever town hall you want to attack in. You could queue up in any kind of thing. It's a one-on-one that's randomly picked. So like a builder base scenario, like a builder base 1.0 where you go to the head-to-head, But in this game mode, you have like 20 minutes to build, and then you guys attack each other in the head-to-head combat. That way, like, even if you like you can't copy any links, and even if you somehow were able to copy the war base design, I think that'd be difficult. Like a ranked on Clash of Clans. Yo, people have been asking that for forever, you know? I feel like there'd probably be like metas, you know, getting really good at copying and building the same exact base design. But I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, Chad. I'm just spitballing here. But like, yo, I feel like that'd be sick. Am I crazy? I don't know. I think because like, yo, Clash of Clans loved the head-to-head combat and builder base. It's the reason why they did that, right? Make it main village, which they all know that main village is like the bread and butter of like 99% of the player base, right? I think it would be super fun to do. Add some ranks into it. I could totally see Sweats, like the people that are very competitive about this game, loving that as a competitive section of Clash of Clans. It could be unlimited attacks because you'd have to queue up. You could do that unlimited amount of times. Maybe it's not for resources or anything. It's just purely I don't know. I'm just I'm spitballing here. They'd probably just program a bot to build in 60 seconds given technology. I feel like if that's the case, though, even if they were to do something like that, I feel like you could probably detect that, surely, right? Surely, I would imagine, right? If in this game mode, someone's building a base in lickety-split times, and that's literally clicking the same spot every single time, I feel like surely you could detect that, right? That would defeat the whole point of the idea. What? Making a pro. People would cheat any kind of way. I mean, that's just how it is. I don't know. I think it'd be a fun idea. I just wish that there was another game mode, not like because like I don't want to say like another game mode like Builder Base or Clan Capital. I just wish that there was more of a customizable, community-based thing in this game. Because like I don't know, I look at like other content creators in different games, and I've really tried to figure out different ways to really make Clash of Clans that. Some people have King of the Hill. Obviously there's Friendly Wars, but there's really not too many things you can do, I feel like. Is there any other things other than King of the Hill and Friendly Wars that you guys can think of that like is like a community based game mode, or am I missing stuff? I wish non-rush players streamed. Huh? Is he talking to me, chat? They should also separate Legend League so people can farm without being stuck. I think that is in the game plan. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure in like a blog post posted like what was it, like a few months ago, they talked about For Now. What about a game mode where you could attack for minerals that were used to improve your own base? Brother, isn't that just the main game? Or am I missing something there? Am I missing something there? Is that not just the main game? Wait, hold on. There isn't one, which is why the game's dying. There isn't a global being... That and global being removed. Global chat, don't get me wrong, as someone that loved global chat, I agree. It is a pain, and I have talked about my piece on global chat being removed in the sense of, like, I do think it's a big failure that they haven't implemented something socially into the game since that to even remotely replace that. I mean, technically you could point to, like, the notice board system or whatever. But I don't know. I s- I've talked about the biggest issue with that being when a clan dies or starts to die. Maybe some people start going a little inactive here and there. Um, a lot of people's perspective of the game is going to feel like the game is dead because their little community that is closed off is dying, right? Now, global chat, the beautiful thing about global chat was if your little community, your little clan was dying, you just talk in global chat to other people and you'd find a better connection with other people. And it really felt like the game was like this massive sphere and a huge growing community. And you can still get that same effect by going to different social medias and being really a part of social medias on Clash of Clans. But like there's nothing in game like that anymore, and I do think that it like not implementing something like that is a problem. Realistically, I just really wish that again some sort of community thing though. I think they should add Discord into the chat system. I don't know about that one. Don't get me wrong. As someone that loves social features, maybe as someone that loves social features, I don't think connecting with people or like a global chat is the issue. I think it's just moderation. And I've said this before. I do think an alliance chat makes the most sense. I do think a global chat system or an alliance system makes the most sense. You can monitor, not monetize. You can moderate, sorry, between co-leaders and whatever, just like a normal clan system, but at least you're connected with a lot more people. By alliance, are you referring to friends list chat? Friends list chat would be sick as well. That's not what I was referring to. I think that would be sick though. I'm more talking like clan A is in a chat with clan B, C, D, E, and F, where anyone from those clans can all talk to each other. I think that would be cool. Marvel did that recently where they added a Discord into their voice chat system in game. You just need to allow other players in your party. What? Really? I still think, though, I think the moderation part of the thing would be a problem. No, like there's challenges anybody can do, like destroy 10 elixir pumps. Oh, just like a little challenge. See, that's not what I'm necessarily talking about. Don't get me wrong. A little bit of challenges here and there, I think would be sick. They used to have little events where it was like, do you guys remember those little like troop events where it was like, get 3 stars with 5 goblins or something? They need to add those back. They really need to add those back. Why super rushed? It's the fastest way to max out. That's OG. Dude, I was talking to someone. I think it was Caden. Caden was saying this, right? Where dude, they had some really nice events that they just haven't done in a while. And don't get me wrong, the events that they have currently are pretty fun, but it's really repetitive currently. Like every month you have a either Super Troop event or a new equipment event. And then it seems like every other month you have a treasure event, which don't get me wrong, I love the treasure events. But I don't know. Like I do think that they need to add some more spice to some of these events. And he was talking about the gold pass too, and I would kind of agree with that. It's a double-edged sword with the gold pass. I do like that it's a standardized gold pass because you can guarantee what you had. But I remember back in the day, back in my day, dude, the gold pass, different months had like better value, Like one time you'd have like better books, you'd have better value, and you're like, oh dude, this is a juiced out gold pass. And then sometimes they were like, all right, I mean this is decent. But I don't know. It added a little bit of spice to it. It was a little it was a little bit more fun, you know, seeing what the Gold Pass had to offer that month. You know, I don't know. They need more engaging events. Don't get me wrong. It probably sounds like I'm really hating on the game, and I'm definitely not by any means. They have implemented stuff in the past. I just wish that they would reintroduce back in just to add a little bit of flair to it, you know? Yo, we broke the donation world record, W Saint. Also, I saw Cell dogging on me. By the way, chat, Hip was talking to someone. Ooh. No, I was sitting in my Discord because weirdly enough, I'm in a different Discord quite frequently. It's my buddy's Discord. And I've been saying this recently. I'm like, I don't know why I don't just sit in my own Discord where people can just like come in and talk to me if they want to. I did that. Caden came in. We had a great chat for like an hour before stream. Joker was in there. Moneyman was in there. I kind of want to start doing that more. Where like, if I'm like editing some videos or something, I just sit in general chat. If people want to talk to me, they can just join on in. I think that'd be cool. Yes, it almost feels like they got more greedy and boring with the game recently. I don't agree with that. I just wish that I think they found what works. And I do think that these events are good. I really don't want to get the wrong impression that I don't think that these events are good. I just wish that they broke it up a little bit more. You know? I think the streak event is kind of all right. It's not my favorite event, but it is something. It's at least something, you know? And I think for like lower players, people that need a farm, I think it's probably a pretty good event. I feel like they had some other events, throwback some older events, where I don't know if anyone was playing during this time, how many people would remember this, but they used to have events where it was like a week long of like quad clan XP, for this 2 weeks here. Any wars that you do will give you 4 times the XP for your clan. Throw one of those in there, something, a little something, I don't know. Like we mentioned before, the little troop events where if you use like 5 goblins to triple 9 different bases or something like that, throw that in there. A little something. I think the game is less greedy now. I'm not spending any money anymore except cosmetics. I would agree. I don't think this game. No one told me. No one told me. Hold on. No one said a thing. Dude, I could have had people asking me this entire time how I have 7 builders. That's what you guys are telling me? I could have content farmed the crap. Dude, I could have clickbaited the title here. No one said a single thing. Dude, this is gonna be Jesus. I don't know about that one, Chief. Let's go a little bit less on that one. That's a lot better. There we go. 7 builders? Huh? Dude, okay. Chat, I've said this before. I'll say it again. If you're going to spend any gems on this game for progression purposes, the Goblin Builder is phenomenal. He's about to charge you 1,000 gems for an upgrade. 500. Guys, see, why are you making it so much worse than it is? 500. To be fair, though, that literally is almost like a month or half of a month long upgrade. Okay? All right? Ah, man. Okay, hold on, chat. Ah, man. Can we... Hold on. Can I... Is it worth it? Is anything worth it, chat? She left me. She took the kids. Can I get up to Legend League before the timer resets? Chat, I have 30 minutes to get up there. Can I get it up there? Chat, what do you guys think? 30 minutes to gain 100 and some trophies? Surely, right? Not easy. Okay, question. Chat, who here has not gotten the Magic Snack Bundle? Raise your hand. Who here has not gotten the Magic Snack Bundle yet? Wait, what's that? Yo, guys, I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you guys. Alright? I'm gonna just let you in on some trade secrets here. Does anyone know if there's a... Yo, who here has more than, like, 10 accounts? Is there anyone in here that has more than 10 accounts? In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about here, if you go to the news tab on the bottom right, and you swipe on over to this Justice for Everyone, if you click this little button up here, you should be able to get 5 Magic Snacks for free. My question is, if you have more than 10 accounts, could you guys do me a favor and try to get them on all the accounts? Because right now, I'm pretty sure, if I go to like an account that I'm positive I have not gotten this thing at, I don't think I can redeem it. So I don't know if they like soft locked my device to not being able to get a ton. I don't know if there's like a limit on there. I don't know what's happening with that. I don't know what's all happening with that. But I want my magical snacks on my accounts. Temptations. How much have you how much have you redeemed?
Good night. Thank you for talking to me in Discord. Thought that was fun and practice on your base.
Dude, Caden, brother, I appreciate you joining in. I want to start doing that more, unironically. I generally think, like, I kind of talked about it where I'm like, dude, I don't know why I'm not. I'm in Discord quite a bit, or I'm working on stuff. I could totally join Discord and just chill out with you guys. When my camera wasn't working, I know, Caden, you heard it, but when my camera wasn't working, I was actually talking about maybe just going live on Discord, and then, like, I don't know, just having a party with you guys. Chat, if there's ever a reason where I can't stream on Twitch, would you guys ever want that? Just like a Discord party? Or nah? Is that kind of lame? You were able to redeem it on 4 accounts, but and then it just like blocked off. Weird. So I think I got like 6 accounts before, or like 6 or 8 or something like that. I wasn't really keeping track, unfortunately. Okay, someone asked a very important question earlier as well. I want to make a video out of it. Okay. Yo, Niles, are you still in here? How do you keep motivated with playing the game? I'm a tunnel 15 and can't find what I want to play the game. How do I keep, playing the game motivated? I keep it fun. A lot harder to say, to do kind of thing. But I think sometimes just not following a guide, doing some more fun stuff is what keeps me more motivated. Playing on some accounts that are kind of stupid. Like, I have 55 accounts already. However, I want to make another account where I go up to, I think it's like Town Hall 2, make a base design at Town Hall 2, and then lock it in and never touch it again, and then go up to Town Hall 15. So when I go into like war scenarios, it's a Town Hall 15 with like one cannon or something on it. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of fun. I think, actually, low key, if you merge that specific cannon, I think it would actually remove itself from the base design, right? Could you have a Town Hall 17 theoretically without a cannon? Are you sure about that, Jacob? Why not? Jacob, that's not what I'm talking about, though. Would you ever consider pushing a low town hall? Not only would I consider it, I have considered it. And not only have I considered it, I have done it. You can? I've seen it? Really? Interesting. I kind of see, and that's kind of where I'm like, I want to make a fun account that is that, Wait, explain your question again? Okay. So, there is a concept in this game where if you build a base design and then you never update it, and you go to like a town hall above you or multiple town halls above you, and it's your only base design in like a war scenario or even like a Legend League scenario, that base design is the only one that you will use. So, like, for example, if you're a Town Hall 2 that has one cannon and I think it's only one cannon, right? Town Hall 2? Does a Town Hall 2 have Archer Tower? Maybe it's an Archer Tower. Either way, a Town Hall 2, the defenses, and you go to Town Hall 6, right? Even though you've had to build everything throughout every single Town Hall, and you have like Wizard Towers now, mortars, if you never touched your war base, you still have a Town Hall 2 layout, but it's upgraded to Town Hall 6, right? So your cannon would still be like a Town Hall 6 cannon, but you'd still have specifically the Town Hall 2 layout, right? Right? You guys following me so far? My question is, if you did that, you went to Town Hall 2, you made a base design in war, you never touched it again, went up to Town Hall 17, where you merge the cannons. I'm pretty sure when you merge the cannons and you don't replace them down, it takes away the cannon in the base the war base because it's not a physical item anymore. So I'm saying theoretically, could you get a base design that doesn't have any cannons on it through the war? That's what I'm saying. Could you have a base where it's like two storages, the town hall, and that's it? It's not possible. How is it not possible? It's not possible? It's possible? You guys are giving me mixed messages here. Do I just make the base chat? It does not make you automatically use your base. You spawn with a cannon from the start of the game, I'm pretty sure. Yes. That's not what I'm saying, though. Because at Town Hall... Okay, guys. At Town Hall 17 here, right? At Town Hall 17, you have no cannons. You have ricochet cannons, but that's because your cannons are merged, right? You have merged cannons. You remove the normal cannons to merge them. So even if you build all the cannons, which eventually you would do, you would merge them. It goes away. Half these guys only have one base and just don't know. I definitely have a feeling. Game logic, you need one of each at Town Hall 1. No matter what you need, you get a cannon. Again, that's not what I'm saying, though. Chad, do we just make it? Do we just make it? Do we try it out? Obviously, it's going to be a long process here, but do we make the challenging base? So if you never updated your war base, by default, the base you're using for normal defenses is used. That's not true. If you make a war base, and that's the only war base you have, that's the only one that gets used. Your normal base doesn't get used. I just thought of a crazy idea for you. Thank you, Tommy. Lay it on me. I'm very curious to hear what it is. Yes, it does. I disagree, Jacob. You know how I disagree? Because I'm pretty sure I attacked a base. Hold on. Surely it wouldn't still show it, would it? It's a time limit on previous defense wars, right? Can you show me? I'll try to. I don't know if I can do that on command here. Details not available. RIP. I'm trying to think if there's a... I don't know if I have... I don't think I can. Not necessarily because they don't exist. I just don't think I could pull that right now. There was an update. So I think replays are all kind of screwed up, right? Replay's not available. I don't think I have any accounts that... Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think I can show you what I'm talking about. I don't think I can just pull that out, you know? Because we're also in CWL, so it's not like I can just go into a war or anything like that. Yo. In Zika Down 2, was there ever a base like that? Potentially? I don't think I can just pull that right now, unfortunately. You going back to base reviews? Potentially. It makes you use your default layout if you've never set a war base before. That is true. But if you set a war base, then that's the one that's used. Actually, that would probably be a pretty fun account because I actually wouldn't have to worry about like upgrading meta stuff. I'd probably only have to focus on goblins and then goblin farming because realistically, it's not like I'm attacking. The account isn't supposed to be like competitively for attacking. It's just for the base itself, you know? Could be interesting. How many multi-archer towers should you have? I think the max is 3. I don't think you can go above that, so 3. My baby girl doesn't even acknowledge me. Did you say something? Brother typed a hot second ago. You're wrong, Jacob. Cell says you're wrong, and I believe Cell. What's up, baby girl? Sorry, I wasn't saying that to Cell. I was saying that to Officer Down. I just want to clarify. I want to clarify. That was for Officer Down there. I'm not wrong. Jacob, I do think you're wrong. But I can't prove it right now, so... Officer Down, you don't have any points, my guy. Dude, what is happening? Did my internet go out? I started hitting the knowledge here. How do I find a good active clan? All you have to do is ask. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people on TikTok. Dude, they're actually trying to shut me down from showing the knowledge. Why can't I? Yo, please, game. Why is this broken? Dude, why is this broken? Okay, let me try base number 2 here. Why? Why is it doing it? Why is it locking my game? Okay, that works, I guess. It's bricking my game. Chat. Replays got deleted last night for update. That's not what I'm not clicking that. I'm just trying to scout the base. It's literally locking up my game. Hold on, let me try a different war, I guess. Okay, let me try my own accounts. I'm going to press Scout. What is happening? Chat, don't scout bases, apparently. They know I'm onto the knowledge. They're making it so I can't prove my point. They're making it so I can't prove my point. Dude, I'm trying my best to show you. By the way, Chad, this is not how you attack a base. I just want to clarify. This is definitely not how you do that. I know it might be working for me, but it's not. Won't let me see anything, as if the data is gone. Dude, it's so weird. How 90% of people attack, though? Not in this order. I'm doing it a lot more spammy. How it shouldn't be this way. And that war just ended 3 hours ago. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Who's trying to say weird stuff in my chat? Who's getting auto-modded? Sell? Wait, so everyone's war, you guys can't scout each other's wars anymore? Okay, this is just getting annoying now. But he is sweating on the base designs down in... Alright, never mind. I guess he's not that far down. I guess it's kind of fair, actually. Give points. How about this? 100k raffle. Chat. If anyone gifts 2 subs, they can name the challenge account that I will make. Does that sound like a deal? What do we think? As long as it's terms of service friendly, okay? As long as it's TOS friendly. Please don't make it unload Elsie. Please don't make it unload Elsie. Anyone but Tom. Okay, oil up Elsie. Oh, no. 2 gifted subs and the person can choose what it's named. Forever. What's your Delta username? You typed it. It's Hippus LC. Wait, did you unadd me, Officer Down? Also, are you on? Are you on right now? No, dude. LC's left ball? Nah, chat. Oh, man. I'm waiting for you, BB. Hold on 1 second. We got it in time. Oh, I forgot I'm running. Ooh. You know, that was a good watch. That was a good watch right there. That was fantastic. Nothing but green, chat. Nothing but green. Tom gifted 1. Uh-oh. If Tom gifts another one, he gets to name the account. Julio? What are you talking about, bro? Is Tom trying to tee up someone? I mean, I could accept that, I guess, if someone... Base reviews? I was doing base reviews for the first 2 hours of stream, but I might end stream pretty soon here. Just because I'm not going to do Legends here. We don't have CWL cooking or anything like that. Plus, low-key, Officer Down is kind of taunting me. He's kind of persuading me. He's on the sidelines, being like, "Ooh, look at me." I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can stop myself. From going over and talking to Officer Down. Do you have a different job or do you stream full time? I stream full time. Well, streaming full time is not. It is, I guess, the big main portion, but I like to say content creation more so. But yeah. Tom
Raider 2323 gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Tom, what account are you naming it? What is the name you're gonna decide? What is the account name gonna be? You're gonna name it El Tigre Blanco? That's gonna be okay. Should I make that real quick before I end stream? Here, let me create it real quick. Unfortunately, chat, I'm gonna have to probably block the screen slightly for the time being. I forget how to do this. Okay. Chat, Humble beginnings, chat. Humble beginnings. Taxi, you better not just be observing. You better help out. That was kind of a nice auto scroll right there. That's kind of solid. Did you create a new account? Yep. So this is going to be the challenge account. We're putting it up to the test here. We're putting it up to the test here. Honestly, realistically, I think this is going to be a very chill account, low-key. For what challenge? We were talking about this earlier on stream. The concept is, this is the game plan. This is the road work here, okay? If we make a base design for war, and then we upgrade our town hall, and we never update the base, can we theoretically get a Town Hall 17 or Town Hall 18 or Town Hall 19 without a cannon? Some disbelievers out there say it's not possible. I think it could be possible. I think the most difficult part of this account is not accidentally making a war base. I don't think that's going to be difficult. Chat. Lock in right here, okay? I'm going to clip this for future references. Say, I'm a believer if you think it is possible. Say, I'm a non-believer if you don't think it's possible. Like that. I want to make sure I'm spelling this right here. I'm a believer, I'm a believer, I'm a believer, I believe, we believe, don't believe, I'm a believer, I'm a believer, I believe, I'm a believer, I'm a hip lever. Damn. Cell said she would leave me. Chat, dang. Why do they always leave? Why do they always leave? First my wife and kids. Yako!
Yakobkins just subscribed.
Okay. So I don't think we can make a base that would sit right now, right? Because I think technically Town Hall 3 is when you can make a base design, I think. Right? Oh wait, hold on. Let me hold on. Let me connect this to Supercell ID. Let me connect this to a Supercell ID real quick here. There is a trick that you could do back in the day. But I don't know if it works still. 1 second. Register a Supercell ID. Create an email. create. Oh, I probably should have unchecked that. All right, hold on. Tom's going to sleep. Yo, Tom, I appreciate the 2 gifted. I appreciate the name. Brother. Buddy got to name the challenge account. Chat, that also means I'm at 30 or 56 accounts now. What? Chat, why is this the auto name that it came up? And who am I pleasing? Hold on. I don't know who Jace New is, but I ain't pleasing no one here. I don't know. Perfect. Perfect. What a banging base. All right. So hold on. I think. Okay. I think so. Town Hall 3, you guys said, is the town hall where you can copy a base design and you can like do a thing, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. So if I wait, I can't share this though. Wait, why can't I? Wait, you can't share base designs at Town Hall 3? Is that new? Wait, why can't you? What if I wanted to is it Town... Okay, what about Town Hall 4? Starts at 5? No way. Oh, Town Hall 4. Town Hall 4 we can. Okay. So, we're going to play the game here, chat. We're going to play the game here. Watch out, watch out. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. You just start a new account? Maybe. Maybe. Wait. Wait, hold on. No, I could make this work. I could make this work. Cuz you can do 2 accounts lower, right? Dude, I didn't even get a chance, bro. Oh my lord. Somewhat successful night on Delta Force. Are you getting off, Joker? Galaxies, didn't you ask for that already, bruh? Didn't I mute you for that same reason? I'm watching, my guy. If you say stuff that's breaking terms of service again, you're on thin ice. Sorry, different galaxies. Guys, stop. Okay. Guys, stop talking about TOS stuff. I can't be having this in my chat. These people out here. They really need to add a way to skip this. Okay, hold on. So if I copy this here, 1 second. Sorry, guys. I want to share as link. I know you guys aren't able to see this real quick here. I don't want to dox myself in some sort of way. I go here. I go here, copy this. And I go to my Town Hall 2. Sorry, I know you guys aren't seeing this right now. I should still be able to copy this, right? I think it's again. I think it's 2 town halls lower. They changed it. No way. Chat. Okay. Oh, they changed it. Rip. It didn't work. Okay, we need to plan this then. We're trying to break the game. Okay, we gotta change it. We gotta figure this out here, okay? Okay, so what do you all get at Town Hall 4? Or actually, what do you get all at Town Hall 3? Because if we're trying to break the game here, I think that's manageable. Does Town Hall do Town Hall 3? Do you get the mortar? No. Oh. So we could technically have a Town Hall 17 that doesn't have any cannons or any archers, but it would have one stinking mortar. Why do you say no to TOS, then proceed to say we're trying to break the game? Because it's, brother, bro? Don't be dense, my guy. This is not a same scale here, and realistically, the breaking game is more for me. It's more negative to me than anything. Okay, let me lay out the process here, okay? Here's the game plan. Here's the entire game plan of this account, okay? For now, you'd probably have the mortar, but they'll probably have an all be merged soon, so no more of that either. Dude, if they merge the mortar, this could work. Okay, so here's the game plan. Joker, or anyone else, you guys have attacked bases before where they haven't updated the base in war, and they're like the loadout of like a Town Hall 9 or like they're a Town Hall 17, but they have like very limited stuff because they haven't upgraded their war base in forever, correct? Right? You guys followed me so far, right? You guys have all hit a base before where it's not like updated in war and it's like a lot lower, right? Following me so far, guys? Yes? Can we get a thumbs up? So it'd be like a Town Hall 12 that looks like it's a Town Hall 2 with all the defenses and whatnot. You're not, Joker, you already lost? Are you already lost, or are you just making fun? Okay, so the game plan is to make one of those bases, but for Town Hall 17. But then I was going to think, and I'm like, if I can update my base close enough, because back in the day, you used to be able to make a base design with just a at Town Hall like 2, Town Hall 3, but it seems like they patched that. But my game plan was to take the fact that if you don't upgrade your war base, it doesn't update even though you're a higher Town Hall, and then combine that with the fact that if you don't update a base and you merge a defense, that it deletes the defense from that. And I was hoping that I could get a theoretical Town Hall 17 with only like storages and no cannon on defense in war. That was my concept. That was my idea, right? However, it doesn't seem like I can copy or get a base design set for my war base until Town Hall 4. The problem with that is I have to build the mortar at Town Hall 3. So it looks like I could basically have a base that has no cannons, no archers, but it would have the mortar. And probably some walls. When did engineered bases get patched? Town Hall 11 was the last Town Hall. Also, can we get a shout out for Office Nerd? That's both on TikTok and Twitch. What a legend. So I would have, okay. So unfortunately, I will have gold mines, I'll have walls, and I'll have traps, and one singular mortar. But other than that, I think everything else I could technically, theoretically delete on my war base. Which is kind of insane. Goon corner? Huh? Interesting plan. It's a challenge account. I think it should be fun. Should be a fun challenge account, I think. I'm very challenged. Okay. All right. That being said, chat, I don't think I'm going to spend too much longer on stream. Unfortunately, we didn't have too much of a direction on stream tonight. CWL isn't set up yet. Tomorrow we'll have full Legends hits on 2 accounts, so we'll have at least some good content tomorrow. And honestly, maybe we try out messing around with this account a little bit more tomorrow. Because I think this could be a pretty fun, challenging account. Assuming everything works. Watching from Alaska? Yo, W, bro? How's Alaska this time of year? I've actually, unironically, I've heard that Alaska is beautiful in the summer. What's up, Falcon? How you doing, my dude? Delta Force stream when? I'll have to get the OBS set up, connected, but I should be able to. Watching from the Philippines. Yo, big dubs, W Philippines. Alrighty, chat. Is there anyone we can raid? Weiss is playing Rust? That's crazy. You guys want Galaxies? You want Smacks? I'll raid Smacks. Guys, I hope you have a great night. I'm very curious about this challenge account. Actually, yo, hear me out. If anyone wants to try to make this challenge account with me, we could have maybe like 5. If 4 other people do this challenge account with me, we could have an entire clan of like the most sad-looking bases at Tunnel 17. I was wondering what I was hearing. I didn't realize it was Smacks. What do we think? What do we think? I think that's not the right command. Why is that not the right command? Well, that's just embarrassing right there. Alright, chat. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some really good content. I'm going to try to set up some stuff for streaming purposes. And, again, if you guys have any ideas for things for a subathon, please let me know in the Discord. Because I'm hoping to do a subathon the 11th of July. I haven't done a subathon in literally like 2 to 3 years. So if you guys have any ideas on cool like milestones that we can do, I'd love to... Yo, chat, what if I become one of those content creators that, like, I don't know, 10 gifted subs and I write your name somewhere on my body? Like, cheek, arm. I don't know. Alright. Anyways, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some great content. Good night, y'all. Peace out.